Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome to the channel if you're new. Welcome back if you're returning. This is Sherry Mosley, and we're going to be going over our final super full moon here in December. All right, so we are at, what is this, December 4th. And this full moon is coming full at 3:15 p.m. Pacific time. And this is our final supermoon of a series of 3 supermoons since the eclipse season. Okay, so it's been a bit of a process, a healing process, an awakening process, an activating process. And we are in our final full moon here of the year, right? So we're heading for 2026. And we have spent this year settling into this Pluto and Aquarius energy, and now we are coming into a whole new, I want to say cycle, but it's really a whole new era of being. And this final supermoon feels like maybe the exclamation point at the end of a series of accelerating supermoons that have brought up things that need to be transcended. So I felt like these series of supermoons were bringing things up that needed to be cleared, understood, transcended. And then at the new moon, I've been sensing like a deep sense of peace and clarity and like a settling in, much more gentle energy. So this is our final cycle with these moons. And then we will go into this new era of being. And that's just going to be such a beautiful time. Not that it hasn't been a beautiful time, but it's been quite a revolutionary year. And so you may be feeling that with this moon. Now, I am still sensing and experiencing some people maybe doing a pullback until February. Now, the planets are changing then, and we are entering into a new you could say session of energy because we're out of the eclipse energies that we've had since September, and we're now going to enter into new eclipse energy in February. But I want to say that really high freeway accelerated path of high frequency is still available here in December and January and the beginning of February. So if you are feeling like you could accelerate, but maybe you're getting stuck or unsure what to do, there may be something from the supermoons that are preventing you from going forward or coming up to be cleared or recognized so that you can go forward. Right? So you really want to stay in that high frequency and move forward on your path. And I wouldn't necessarily set this time aside. I was going to say waste this time, but I wouldn't ignore this time that we have here in December and January. Maybe holding your breath for February or seeing it as some sort of next time, next phase. It is, but there is a very valuable energy that is happening now. And if you can work with that energy, I highly recommend it. Okay? So, in terms of any callings, guidance that you have to move forward to certain things, and I'm seeing that in terms of clients showing up ready to do more training and coming into the next level of their awakening and ready to step in fully into their full consciousness of being a guide of consciousness here on this planet. And there are, of course, many souls being activated, but I'm noticing another phase of them coming through now. So if you are one of them and you feel called to, go ahead and look at the Akashic Enlightenment trainings. There are ultimately 12 levels, but the levels 1 through 10 bring you into a 2-year mentor program. So first there's awakening and connecting with all your lifetimes, core wound healing, connecting with the Elohim, doing the light keeper attunements, activating all of that energy, all of that consciousness and awareness, and the energy centers. But we do more of the energy center activation with the Aqualorian crystal light healing. And then we do the 2-year mentorship of being a teacher of being, or being a teacher as a practitioner. So you can use this in your regular practice of whatever that is, whether you are a stay-at-home mom, whether you are a school teacher, whether you are working in corporate America or international, right? A teacher of being is one who is bringing consciousness to whatever they are doing. And the teacher of practitioner is working in Akashic Enlightenment, doing Akashic Enlightenment sessions with clients. So either one of those are available if you are feeling called. Okay, so you can check those out at sherrymosley.com or akashicenlightenment.com. So with that said, let's go ahead and connect to our full moon for this full moon cycle. You can open up your own Akashic Enlightenment if you would like to. And if you don't want to, or you don't have it yet, you can get the book on Amazon, download it, open the prayer, and dive in with us. Or you can just sit quietly where you are right now. And I'll go ahead and open the space, and we'll bring in our connection to the Temple of Light and the Elohim for this full moon cycle. All right, let's go ahead and settle in. I'll open the space here. Okay, so we're just settling in. I'm just moving dimensionally now to the Temple of Light, dimensional space. Connecting in with the Elohim and Archangel Michael, primarily the Elohim. There we go. And I am hearing the light codes, so I will speak the light codes as they're coming in. So allowing these to come in as a sound healing and activation for you. Kunanakiasha anaku kore, anakashe arahanaku kore anaka, keshana kukura anakasha ane kara, karakura anashake keara anaku kore, ke anahukuna ane aka, keraroku ana, Esha anahanaku, uku ana, uku ana nake ahanaku, kasha arahanaku kuna, kuna are asha anahaku are, kushe anahanaku kana anake kara, akru uku a usha ana, Oshoahana anaku kana, kuna anake ahanaku, akana ne haka, akara huku ana, ahanaku ane harake ahaku. My senses, the energies coming in are actually more of an integration. Allowing us to integrate from so much occurring thus far. I see Archangel Michael, who represents the Christ consciousness frequency or ascended being teacher consciousness, I just see this being woven in, much like the previous moon, as a white light. I have not done the extended transmission yet. I'm just allowing that to come in. Still this gentle weaving of this light energy. I just feel very soft coming into the light body. Mm. Okay, and I'm actually getting an invitation here. I'm feeling Archangel Metatron, and I was actually just in Mount Shasta for a short period of time, but I connected to the vortex there and downloaded some Metatron sheath of light and golden library transmissions that I will be doing starting in January. So there is an invitation to those. Because what I'm seeing, Archangel Michael working with the light body right now. I also got Aqualorian light body, soul advancement, keys. So all of those will be coming in January and February. And that's what I'm seeing Archangel Michael do now is he's working with the light body, just preparing it for these deeper activations into this new high frequency that we're really going to fully feel coming in beginning of the year. And then we'll get kind of catapulted through the rest of the year in these frequencies. Yeah. Okay. Just allowing that to settle in. And I'll actually go and I'll do the extended transmission for this moon. And then I would suggest joining the mailing list, which is linked below in the description. So you'll be updated when the Metatron events are posted. Okay. So now we're just going to come back from the Temple of Light dimensional space. And coming all the way back as we thank the Elohim and Archangel Michael. Coming all the way back to this dimensional space. I'll just close the space. Wonderful. And that concludes our little mini transmission and activation. Beautiful. So yeah, just let that settle in. If you need to ground more, walk around and drink some water. And if you would like more, you can do the extended transmission, which will be posted on Patreon as an individual download or as a membership. So the link to Patreon is in the description below. And then if you need any personal assistance, you can sign up for the personal Shamanic Akashic Enlightenment session or the Akashic Enlightenment training if you're feeling really called to that, or of course the Aqualorian Crystalline Light Healing training. And then any of the events are also in the event section or on the online portal. And there's always replays for everything. All right. So wonderful. Yeah, this full moon energy feels quite beautiful. And yeah, congratulations. We've come to the end of 2025, heading into 2026 with one new moon left. And wow, what a year. Yeah. So thank you everybody for joining here. And remember to, what do they say? Remember to subscribe and like. I never say that, but it never hurts, right? So others can find the high frequencies as well. And then I will see you here at the new moon. All right. Sending you all so much love and light. And I'll just say goodbye for now. Okay, thank you.